Hello everyone, it's Andy Glen here from SharksTV. Delighted you could join us today for my interview with Sharks Captain Struan Tonnar. Struan, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good. Now that I've been strong-armed and convinced to come in here and sit and talk with you and put in front of the camera, yep, I'm quite happy.
I just want everybody to know I'm not the one that's strong-armed Struan, because that would, in a fight, to quote a famous shark from not that long ago, Struan would beat me up, that's for sure. How's it been, captain of this fantastic team? How's it been the first few months?
It's been really exciting. So obviously we didn't get off to the greatest of starts, but to hear people's opinion of the game so far and the environment that's continued from last year and that's still being created and worked on, and to say that it was fun to lose is a weird thing to say, but it was fun to lose. Steep learning curve. We had to learn quick. But it was enjoyable. Like, playing in those games is far better than any of these 10-0s
we were winning before, and anything by
wide margins where the games are gone early doors. Nobody wants to play in those games. It's not good for us. It's not good for the guys that are beaten. It's been different, but it's been good different.
Okay, so you mentioned there the environment. What is that environment? What's it like being a Shark in this new league and new owners?
Yeah, well, we're very much to quote Jackie Moon, an ELE kind of club. Everybody loves everybody. Like, we're here together. So like when the boys come in the room, we very quickly bonded. We've had a bit of a team meal at the start where from the get-go you could see that this group of guys were good people, and it was very easy to sit and talk to people. And as much as you've got Dunny and Peaks that wear this separate hat along with their player hat, like, none of that really felt like it was an issue. It's all just been, there's a group of hockey players here that are all pulling in the same direction. They're pulling because they love the club, they love the ethos that we have as a club. That's everybody joins and everybody comes along on the ride, and it's a great thing to be a part of.
The ethos of the Sharks has always been really important. I mean, I remember Richard Bentham last season saying to people, it's like the best club there ever is. You just can't beat it. Obviously, we've had new owners and
things have changed since last year. Have we managed to keep the same ethos from your perspective, from a player's perspective?
I mean, from a player's perspective, yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, everything's been dialed up. The marketing, the media, the fan engagement. So, I mean, that side of things, we'll let the fans answer that. But from a player's point of view, yeah, I think we've stayed on the same track, and
it's only going to lead to good things in the future.
What about the social media stuff? Because everybody's been involved in it, and it's like whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
But everybody seems to have really embraced it. I mean, people are talking to me. I interviewed every player, and they've all been brilliant.
Well, I think people are realising that it has the effect, like, we're here in the now, but we need to keep the future coming through. And if we are not out there as a presence on social media for the kids, the fans, that impacts your future. So the guys are very openly buying into that. And, some of them like the wee bit of limelight and the likes on Facebook. And it's funny, and it's good. It's good to see that boys are enjoying themselves. But yeah, the end goal of that as such is to keep the club coming so that we have a solid input of young hockey players that have the opportunity to play at, like, arguably one of the highest levels in Britain. So if that means you've got to do a couple of banter videos on Facebook, like, it seems like a no-brainer.
Is there much difference from your perspective
playing in NIHL as opposed to last season in NIHL 1? I'm not talking about the standard of hockey, but just, I don't know, maybe the way players are treated or viewed, or what it's like when you go into away rinks, things like that.
There's obviously a different level of professionalism compared to some levels. Obviously, some of the North 1 teams last year, and they're playing before and after skating sessions, and times are so tight, and you're going on and there's like 10 pucks for warm up and all that kind of thing. All that's ironed out, and there's a more professional feel of the league, which is great. Obviously, we've been looked after by the owners. Like we travel by the bus. We're all in our team uniform, gloves are 6. The new uniforms are great. So it's nice that we're almost being rewarded prior to achieving anything at this level. That's how it feels, because we're being that well looked after. Yeah, I would like to see what it leads to in the future, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely. What's been a highlight so far? Is it just that professionalism that you're talking about? But we're early days. It must be a privilege to be captain, but what's been your highlight so far?
Yeah, it's early days. I don't think I can pick a highlight so far. I mean, obviously the one when we had pre-season was good to get that first one as a club.
But it means absolutely nothing come the end of the day. So I can't really pick a highlight. It's nice just to see the fans and the community rally around what's been done in the summer, because I know from speaking to Spud and John and Dave and Phil and Jamie and all the owners and everyone involved that there's been some graft put in, and it's nice to see it's paying off and we're coming out the other side of it being lucrative. But every game's a highlight. Like I said, it's fun to play at this level. It's fun to know that whenever you're going to make a mistake, somebody's there to punish you for it. Whereas maybe the last couple of years, there's been 1 or 2 games where it's been like that. So to be able to go out and know that you have to perform every shift because you take one shift off, somebody's going to capitalise on it. And we noticed that early doors as well.
It's 100% concentration, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's lack of experience at that level and knowing that you have to be so dialed in. Like some of the games like the Sheffield at home game on the bounce weekend, we played them twice. It was a 3-2 game, but that could have went either way. But Sheffield have got that experience and that level-headedness to know that they just had to keep doing what they were doing, knowing that the next time you make a mistake is likely going to cost them the game. And we made the mistake. It was the only goal in that third period and we lost. It was one mistake.
Yeah.
We both get a power play goal each. I think we both get a 5-5. So we're even. The game itself felt competitive from both ends. I don't think anyone can honestly say there was a better team, strange as it sounds, other than the 3-2 scoreline, which is in because we were right there and we will continue to be right there. We're never going to let anyone have an easy night.
From the games that we've watched so far, it's been the things that surprise you, the speeds
surprise me, even though everybody tells you it's going to be quick, right? And not until you're up at that plexi, seeing it so fast. I mean, I don't know how you can possibly even have time to think. You just seem to instinctively know where to go. That speed has been amazing, but also the clinical nature of teams when they get a chance to finish. That's probably the most surprising thing for me. And I do think that Sharks fans now are less blasé than they were when we were going in. And it's like, yeah, we're going to win. We're going to win everything. There's a realism there, and the hockey is just fantastic to watch. It's just brilliant fun, isn't it?
Like, and I hope that stays. That let's say we end up going on a huge slump, and we don't win games. As long as we're competitive in those games, I like to think fans are going to buy into it and they're going to enjoy seeing the effort and the close games on the ice. But it is what it is. It's a learning curve. It's year one. To say at the start what's going to happen is
So ludicrous to make these assumptions because it's a 60-something game season, and
some guys are so heavily sacked on two lines, and that's what drags them through, and guys are so deep. But
deep guys are
going to win you leagues and win you trophies, and
there's going to be injuries, and
there's going to be ice rinks failing, and there's going to be all sorts that's going to happen between day one and that final weekend in Coventry, and to see who's lifted what over the year. So, I mean, it's too early to push panic buttons or anything, or to make predictions. But we just need to remember that it's a work in progress. Boys have come down a level, we've come up a level. Boys have played at this level. We're gelling, and do you know what? It's still just a fun journey to be on.
Do you think playing at this level, I mean, for me, it's the right level that the Sharks are at and should have been at. Is it as much fun as you thought it was going to be?
For asking me now, yeah, I think it is 100%. You ask me at 4 o'clock on a Monday morning when I'm stepping off the bus, I'd hand you my retirement slip right there and then. But then you quickly get over it. You wake up after a bit of a nap and you get used to it. But we're used to the travel. But the hockey is great.
I'll ask a personal question. Would you have continued if you'd been playing in the NHL one?
I don't think I would have. If I'm honest, that's nothing against North One. It's just
you'd achieved everything. That's my point. What else could you have done?
We did, and we have. And I'm at the age where
if I can see somebody else come in and get those experiences and get that ice time, that's what I would rather do. But I got the opportunity to. Spud for some reason wanted me back this year.
There's no doubt we couldn't have went into this season without you. We're all delighted that you came back.
Well, I'm happy to be back, and I enjoy it. I don't think I'd have come back had we played North One. I think it would have been time for somebody else to get the ice time I was getting.
But you're still doing a lot with youngsters and encouraging people. I mean, ice hockey's your life, it's your employment, you've got so much, and you've put so much into this town and this community and ice hockey. You're continuing doing that, aren't you?
That seems like a very gracious thing to say, so thank you. But yeah, like I'm just passionate about getting these kids in, and a lot of the time you get the kids that come through, the kids that don't necessarily make the mainstream football teams and stuff, and it's kids that are looking for something different, and to give these kids that might otherwise not been doing very much an opportunity to be active, be part of a team, be part of a community, then I don't know why. Of course, we're going to scream it from the rooftops. And if we can give them the opportunity to come in and learn these new skills and life skills, yeah, I'm all for that.
Which goes back to the ethos of the club, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to full cycle from when you first step on the ice to when you finally go on that Sharks jersey. You can do it all in this building. You can do it all under this one family. So yeah, if my part of that is now helping the line of play kids come through and developing that side of things, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're a kid and you want to learn off a hero like Struan, come along.
Hero's a loose term. Let's calm that down.
All right, you can learn off of Sharks captain Struan Tonnar, who's a hero to many. Listen, Struan, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. Totally appreciate it. Everyone, if you've liked this video, to give it a like, give it a share and subscribe to our channel. It really helps the Sharks as an ice hockey club if you can do that. Struan, any final words to the folks watching?
Nope, just keep coming, keep supporting the boys. We appreciate you guys coming in, everything you do on social media, in the rink and everything around it. We appreciate joining our hockey family, so don't be afraid to stop us and say hello when you do see us as well.
Okay, folks, thanks very much. Take care.